At the Turners' living room, Timmy needs help with his homework, and he asks his parents, but Mom and Dad are too distracted with their favorite show, The Bad Parent Hunter, so they gave Timmy a jar of deadly acid to shoo him off. The acid is so deadly it melts the door and allows Timmy to step outside through a hole. What the Turners didn't know is that their favorite program was being filmed live in front of their house. The Bad Parent Hunter observes Timmy melting his mailbox with the acid his parents gave him and springs into action, responsibly opening the Turners' window before jumping through and tying them up. Later on, Timmy had invented a new word, funstructive, which he used to describe his mayhem with the acid. Timmy's parents were upset about being humiliated on national television because of Timmy, and told him that from now on, they're going to be good parents by being bossy. That includes telling Timmy to brush his teeth, do his homework, and take out the trash, all at the same time. Timmy is sick and tired of his parents telling him what to do, and exhausted, collapses onto a garbage bag outside and complains to his godparents who are next to him disguised as flies that his life used to be more fun and his parents were too neglectful to take care of him. Wanda reminds Timmy that they are his parents and it's not their job to make his life fun. Cosmo says it's their job to do the opposite, just like wives, prompting Wanda to poof up a fly swatter and swat him. Cosmo's words, however, gave Timmy an idea, and he wishes that he would do the opposite of whatever his parents told him. They wait a moment for Wanda to complain, but she decides to go along with the theme and do the opposite by not getting in the way of Timmy's foolish wish, because of Cosmo reminding what happens after Timmy says a wish will be done. The fairies raised their wands, and the wish was made. Timmy comes to the living room and asks his parents if he can join them while they were watching a movie with popcorn. His parents tell him no and to go to his room. But then Timmy wish kicks in and Timmy does the opposite of what his parents tell him. Timmy says that he will not go to his room. He sits with his parents and eats the popcorn. Timmy's father is proud of him and Timmy thinks that his wish will be great and starts eating the popcorn like a dog, sticking his face in the bowl. The next day, Timmy comes home covered in dirt and emitting a bad smell after playing football. His parents stop him at the front door. His father tells him to go upstairs and take a good bath, so Timmy asks him if he told him to stay outside and get dirtier, and Timmy is delighted with the idea. He runs and jumps into a puddle of mud, getting muddy. Then he jumps into a trash can and covers himself with trash. His smell becomes more disgusting and begins to attract flies. Timmy comes out of the trash can that it turns out Chester got into first. Timmy enters his house and his stench turns his parents' hair black. His parents not carrying him proud of his stench. The next morning, Timmy wakes up at 7 with his alarm clock. A worm comes out of his full of dirt fingernail and turns off the alarm clock. Timmy had slept completely dirty and with a pig on his head in his room, which is a pigsty. His stench was strong enough to green the sun and cause the paint on his walls to peel. Wanda appeared with a gas mask, still refusing to say this was a bad wish, because Cosmo's reminded her what happens when a wish starts to go wrong. Then Wanda would say to Timmy to unwish it. Wanda claims she's still fun Wanda, while a strand of her hair turned white. When Timmy was about to go to school, he suggested to his parents that they say something like, "Don't be late," or "Don't stay home from school." Instead, his dad quickly says, "Just be good," and they shut the door. Timmy realized what they said, and the wish he made earlier resulted in him transformed into Nega-Timmy, a boy of pure evil with black hair, red eyes, sharp fangs, and a diabolical laugh. Wanda and Cosmo see this happen. Cosmo says that Wanda's probably going to say that she was right now, but Wanda claims she's still enjoying the fun wish for most of her hair fallout. At Timmy's school, as Mr. Crocker is eyeing Chester, Nega-Timmy kicked the door open, walked to his teacher, and hissed. Crocker thought it was an evil eye staring competition thrown up by his student and into the mud. Crocker quickly deduces the work of fairy godparents, which he dubs as fairy bad parents, but decides he should probably find a line of work where he will never run into Nega-Timmy again. Wanda is becoming more worried, so she asks herself, what's the worst that could happen? At Timmy's house, living room had been transformed into an evil lair, newly constructed super deadly evil laser, and aimed toward the sky. Nega-Timmy has an evil plan to shoot a satellite out of the sky and onto Mount Dimsdale, blowing the top off and causing it to erupt into a volcano. The volcano goes active, the lava will flow into the Dimsdale Dam, and with the water combined, the flood will head towards the makeup factory, destroying it, as without makeup, social life will be destroyed in Dimsdale and the town will cease to exist. During Nega-Timmy's outlining of his plan, Cosmo is getting a photo booth prepared for Wanda for the exact moment she breaks down and says it's a bad wish. Wanda, having heard what Timmy's plan is, realizes that he is right and some people look terrible without makeup. According to her, nobody's ever seen Cosmo without his makeup. Cosmo then takes several pictures of her terrified looks, telling her, "Work the terror, baby!" At this time, Mr. Crocker, now working as a door-to-door meat salesman, opened Nega-Timmy's door and then immediately got thrown out again by the crazed boy into a thorny bush. Crocker says it's time to find another line of work. The laser is now ready to fire, and Wanda finally gives in and pleads to Cosmo to help stop the wish. Cosmo says, "Finally!" and scolds her for letting it go this far, but they had to disguise themselves as cats when suddenly Timmy's mom and dad entered and saw the living room. They scold Nega-Timmy and tell him to go to his room, but he doesn't go anyway and presses the fire button on the laser, destroying his room. When Mom tried to stop him and grounded him forever, Nega-Timmy told his father the laser will also destroy Dinkelberg's house, which caused Mr. Turner to immediately change his mind and favor Nega-Timmy. The laser hit the satellite, causing it to plummet back to the surface and onto the top of Mount Dimsdale, causing the doormat volcano to immediately erupt. As the nearby Dimsdale Dam, Mr. Crocker, now employed as a tour guide, is currently showing people the dam. When the lava flow breaks the dam, it takes Crocker with it, who manages to surf on a fragment on the dam. On a screen in Nega-Timmy's lair, Mrs. Turner sees the flood of water headed towards the makeup factory and says that is where her husband gets all the stuff to make himself pretty, and that they had to do something. Mr. Turner tells his wife to give him a moment as he is aiming the laser at Dinkelberg's house. Mrs. Turner protested, but her husband instead said to Nega-Timmy to be as evil as possible, reversing the effects of the wish to bring Nega-Timmy back to normal. Timmy saw the trouble he had caused and unwished everything, saving the makeup factory. Mr. Crocker fell into the makeup factory and excited the building is still alive, one piece, and looking very pretty. Timmy apologized to his parents and said that he was going through an evil phase, which is over for good. While Timmy was talking to his parents, the bad parent hunter overheard Timmy say, "You're both such good parents," which made him leave disappointed. Timmy's mom decided to get some ice cream. His dad still wanted to blow up Dinkelberg's house with the laser. They pulled him away. Wanda says, "That was too close," and Cosmo scolds her, saying that she should nag more often. Wanda mocks him the same way he mocked her, causing Cosmo to pound the laser button in protest. Laser fires and hits Mr. Crocker, frying him. The bad parent hunter comes over to Crocker and tells him, "You should put some makeup on that." He then notes, "Crikey!"